Hi, I'm Alicia. We'll be talking about the two videos that we watched at the end of our chapter 9 in our class coursework. Both of them did feel very much like what I expected to happen in a counseling session. It was interesting to watch the videos from a counselor's perspective, deciphering the characteristics that I would like to develop in my own practice in the future. I connected the most with Dr. Tackic's style of relating. He seemed very engaging, and it seemed more like he was having a conversation with a friend versus it being in a formal counseling session. Mr. Powell, on the other hand, was very focused in understanding Stephanie's story, making sure that he was following what she was saying, but the number of times that he said, "So this is what I'm hearing you say," for me personally felt a little redundant and a little impersonal. That's just my own personal perspective. Both Mr. Powell and Dr. Tackick seem to use SOLAR, which was described in Simmons 2024 from the Egan model of counseling, which focuses on the body position of the counselor, and in a practice of like sitting up, having open posture, leaning forward, maintaining eye contact, and being relaxed. They both also engaged in basic counseling skills, such as attending, summarizing, and reflecting feelings back to the client. Also, some of the advanced skills, such as challenging and goal setting. Dr. Tackick's session clearly depicted the Ivy model that was discussed in Simmons 2024. He did a really great job of being empathetic and identifying with Mariah's story, helping her to set goals and giving her the ability to re-story, identifying her alternatives and helping her to set goals so that she can take action within the time frame before she comes back again next week. The 4 phases of the Kharkov model, again described in Simmons 2024, were, for me, most easily seen in Dr. Tackick's sessions as well with Mariah. It was obvious he had developed rapport with her. She shared easily and connected with his observations. And so moving from that pre-phase into phase 4, where she was willing to set goals and move forward, was really clear in that video. This maybe and Maddox model that's defined in Simmons 2024 does seem to me to be a little bit overwhelming. They broke it down into 2 categories, basic and advanced, but then within those 2 categories, there were a lot of components in each one. And so thinking about, ideally being good in all of those categories feels like a lot personally. In addition, they developed the skilled counselor training model, which provides pre and post testing that allows counselors to determine how well suited they are for the counselor's role and additional training they might need. So as overwhelming as it kind of sounds, it does seem like it's worth taking the time that you would need to take for that. They also took I looked at an article in Cruz et al. 2005, where counselors took a skilled counselor training model, and that in that research study, they really improved their skills significantly. So it would be worth it to kind of go through those things and evaluate yourself for self-improvement. In an article from Measurement and Evaluation in Counseling Development, DeCino et al. In 2024 talks about a study that they did to develop a counselor self-reflection inventory for counselors. And this seemed really helpful in trying to determine what my values are, how helpful they are in sessions, and how to move forward, so that as Simmons reminded us graciously in 2024, who we are is more important than what we are, and our ultimate goal is to be more like Jesus. My question is, when is it appropriate in the counseling process to dig deeper instead of focusing on present issues, into digging into the patterns that showed up and where those began to show up, so that we can work through the unresolved hurts, so that that's not affecting their current lives? Thank you.